I was at work one day and I was feeling poorly, and I went to the hospital here in Ludington. I went in there, and as soon as they saw me in Ludington, they said, "How long have you had a liver problem?" And I looked at them and I said, "I didn't know I had a liver problem." So they took me by ambulance and they took me to Detroit, and they ran whole test after test in Detroit. And finally, they put me in intensive care. I kept getting worse and worse, and my organs started dying off. I was getting so bad that doctors were evaluating me for a new liver because my liver completely died. They were praying for me at the church. My relatives and friends were praying for me at the time. I had many doctors come in, looked at my case and everything, but when they came and evaluated me, they said I was too poor at that time to have a liver. So the doctor just walked away, and my wife actually chased him down and said, he's really not that bad, really not that bad, please give him the liver. And he just shook his head and they walked away. The doctors have given up. The doctor that was here in Hart, he didn't expect me to come back. They kind of threw the hands up. They have no idea what to do with you because you've out-risked everything. They don't know what to do to bring you back. They told my wife and some of the kids that were there to call in the rest of the family. That they said that I wasn't going to make it. They just kept praying for me and praying for me, and as my case got worse, and the doctors didn't give me much hope. And I was still able to pray somewhat, on and off, and I was getting, it almost felt like to the end. I prayed to God, and I had this big fireball come over my bed, and it was just raised above me, and it sat above me, and it took off up out of the room. And from then on, I started getting better, and the doctors couldn't believe it. And all the prayers and everything were coming through. And at that time, the Lord wanted me here. And I had a long road to go ahead, but at that point, I was starting to get well again. And they took me out of intensive care. They taught me to rooms, and I went to a lot of other things that I had to do there yet. But the Lord brought me through that. And, you know, it's just a miracle from God that I'm even here yet. Thank you, Life Change Church, for giving. My life has been changed from